Tell me, how many times did you watch the film to get inspiration for playing the grown-up Jane?
Well, I think a lifetime. I mean, I watched the movie all through my childhood. It was on television in England every Christmas without fail, and we all watched it. In those days, you watched whatever was on television. There were only 3 channels, and it never. And then I watched it, of course, when my children were little, again, and it never stopped being kind of fascinating and beautiful and full of joy and kind of weird as well. Like, who is this Mary Poppins, this magical nanny, or is she a witch, or what is she? And then, of course, then when I got the part, I watched it again and with a different eye, trying to understand how to play this grown-up Jane Banks and how to do that character justice as a grown-up.
Yeah. And were you in contact with Jane, who played the original Jane? Were you in contact with Karen, who played the original Jane?
I only when she visited the set. I didn't contact her before we started shooting, but she's a cameo in the movie. You'll see her. Michael, my brother Ben Whishaw, bumps into her as he's storming out of the house in a bad mood, and I tell him off. And she stops for a second, and it's her. But I just met her that one day. But she was beautiful, and she was so happy to be there, and that we were making the movie again. And I walked down Cherry Tree Lane with her for the first time in 54 years, since she was a little girl when she first walked onto that same set, and she was really moved. It was beautiful.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, you said you watched the original with your kids. Have your kids seen this film yet?
No, my son, who's 15, is here today, and I'm bringing my daughter, who's 8, to the London premiere. So he hasn't. Neither of them have seen it. They're very, very excited.
Are you nervous at all to show the world this second version of Mary Poppins?
Yes, of course. It feels, it's nerve-wracking, but I feel confident that people are going to love it. I think Rob Marshall is the only guy that could have made this movie right and done it justice. And I knew it from the minute I met him and spoke to him that it was safe in his hands. So I hope people are going to love it.
That's so great. I'm sure we will. Now, Mary Poppins, she has a bunch of amazing things that come out of her purse. I got to know, what are the top 3 things that are always in your purse?
Oh my God, you need a tetanus shot jab to look in my purse. There's just so much crap in my purse. I don't know what the top 3 things are. I mean, eye drops. I have terrible dry eyes, so I've always got eye drops. What else? Just like a ton of loose change that I've just shoved in there when I've got things from the shops and not been able to have time to put back in my purse.
Relatable.
And then what else? I mean, I don't know. It's just a total mess. It's a mystery what's in my purse, and it weighs a ton of bricks, but I don't really know what's in there.
So I'm convinced you're the real life Mary Poppins.
I am kind of.
Okay.
Yeah, but not magical. Just like a sort of wreck.
Just realistic.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Just a mess.
Now tell me about your outfit. I'm loving this whole look. Who are you wearing?
I'm wearing Jenny Packham, who is a British designer, and I feel like it's good to be flying the flag, and it feels right for this. It's the movie's set in the 1930s, and it's a little bit 30s-ish, and it's also a bit Christmassy, and I don't know.
So fab.
Yeah, I'm into it.
Now, since you mentioned Christmas, holidays are coming up. Any traditions? Any plans?
We always go, well, we try to go, or I try to force my family to go back to England for Christmas. We live in New York, my husband's American, and my kids are American, basically. But I'm making them go back to England to be with my mom at Christmas, and we'll just eat lots and drink lots and watch lots of television and go for walks in the rain.
And what about those New Year's resolutions? Are we setting plans in motion already?
Oh God, I'd like to sort of have the spirit of the movie as my New Year's resolution, which is like to find the kind of the child, to carry on the childish imagination in the man and the woman, and to be kind of up for things and full of joy and optimism, and to not feel sort of jaded by life. So that would be my New Year's resolution. And who has that in spades is Dick Van Dyke, who is brilliant in this movie, as he was in the first. and you watch him and you think, yeah, he embodies the spirit of the kind of message of the movie.